The Hillside Stranglers. The case of the Hillside Stranglers is one of the most notorious serial killer cases in American history. Kenneth Bianchi and Angelo Buono Jr. terrorized Los Angeles between 1977 and 1978, committing a series of brutal murders that left a lasting scar on the community. Their reign of terror involved the kidnapping, rape, torture, and murder of at least 10 women and girls, whose bodies were found in the hills surrounding Los Angeles, leading to their infamous nickname. Background. Kenneth Bianchi. Kenneth Bianchi was born on May 22, 1951, in Rochester, New York. He had a troubled childhood and was adopted at a young age. Bianchi displayed early signs of behavioral issues and had a history of criminal activity, including petty theft and fraud. He moved to Los Angeles in 1977, seeking a fresh start. Angelo Buono Jr. Angelo Buono was born on October 5, 1934, in Rochester, New York. He was Bianchi's older cousin and had a long history of criminal behavior, including pimping and sexual assault. Buono moved to Los Angeles and established a car upholstery business, which served as a front for his illegal activities. The murders. The Hillside Stranglers killing spree began in late 1977 and continued into early 1978. The victims were typically young women, many of whom were sex workers or runaways. Bianchi and Buono used their knowledge of law enforcement procedures and impersonated police officers to lure their victims into their car. Once abducted, the women were taken to Buono's house, where they were subjected to horrific torture and sexual assault before being strangled to death. Notable victims. 1. Yolanda Washington, October 17, 1977, the first known victim, a 19-year-old sex worker. Her body was found near the Ventura Freeway. 2. Judy Miller, October 31, 1977, a 15-year-old runaway, found on a hillside in La Crescenta. 3. Lisa Castine, November 6, 1977, a waitress whose body was found naked and posed on a hillside. 4. Dolores Cepeda and Sonia Johnson, November 13, 1977, two young friends, aged 12 and 14, whose bodies were discovered together. 5. Christina Weckler, November 20, 1977, an art student who was found with signs of torture and sexual assault. 6. Lauren Wagner, November 29, 1977, a nursing student whose body showed evidence of electrical torture. 7. Kimberly Martin, December 9, 1977, a sex worker who was lured to her death by a fake client. 8. Cindy Hudspeth, February 16, 1978, the final known victim, a waitress whose body was found in the trunk of her car, pushed off a cliff. Investigation. The LAPD and other local law enforcement agencies launched an extensive investigation to apprehend the Hillside Stranglers. The case was challenging due to the lack of witnesses and the killer's ability to cover their tracks. Key aspects of the investigation included: task force formation. A special task force was created to investigate the murders, pooling resources from multiple law enforcement agencies. Forensic evidence. Advances in forensic science, such as fiber analysis and forensic odontology, the study of dental evidence, played crucial roles in linking the crimes to the suspects. Witness testimonies, interviews with sex workers and others in the Los Angeles area provided valuable leads. Capture and conviction. The breakthrough in the case came when Kenneth Bianchi was arrested in January 1979 for the murders of two women in Bellingham, Washington. During his interrogation, Bianchi implicated Angelo Buono and provided details about the Hillside Strangler murders. Bianchi initially attempted to feign multiple personality disorder to avoid prosecution, but this ruse was quickly uncovered. Kenneth Bianchi's plea deal. Bianchi agreed to a plea deal in which he confessed to his and Buono's involvement in the murders in exchange for leniency. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Angelo Buono's trial. Buono's trial began in November 1981 and lasted for over 2 years. The prosecution presented overwhelming evidence of his involvement in the murders, including Bianchi's testimony and forensic evidence. Buono was convicted of 9 counts of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. He died in prison in 2002. Impact and legacy. The Hillside Stranglers case had a profound impact on the public and law enforcement, leading to changes in how serial crimes are investigated. It also highlighted the importance of interagency cooperation and advancements in forensic science. Cultural impact: the case has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and films, reflecting the enduring fascination with the gruesome and complex nature of the crimes. Some notable works include The Hillside Stranglers, 2004, a film dramatizing the investigation and capture of Bianchi and Buono. The Case of the Hillside Stranglers, 2001, a detailed documentary exploring the investigation and trials. Conclusion: as we explore the case of the Hillside Stranglers on True Crime, we will delve into the detailed timeline of events, the investigation, and the broader societal implications of this horrifying case. Join us as we examine the evidence, the impact on the community, and the ongoing debates about justice, psychology, and the pursuit of truth. The story of Kenneth Bianchi and Angelo Buono serves as a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity and the relentless efforts of law enforcement to bring serial killers to justice.